It's Donald Trump up against Jimmy Carter in this 2024 coin flip battle. Today on Political Excess, we're going to do this battle that was suggested to me in the comments, and Carter is actually still alive. He's 98 years old, so in theory, this technically could happen, and this is a massive showdown here. This would be a battle of the one-term presidents. So let's not waste a lot of time. It's going to be a heads for Carter, the Democrat, tails for Trump, the Republican. As always, we're going to start in Alaska, and let's see who gets on the map first. Looks like it's going to be Jimmy Carter. He's back at it, winning some states once again. And now we go to Hawaii, and Carter makes it 2 in a row. Now let's head down to the lower 48 states. West Coast first, Washington State, 12 electoral votes. And it looks like Carter wants to make it 3 in a row, and he's got it. Oregon is the next state, and Carter has 4 in a row. And not a great start here for Trump, but he can make up for that here on California, 54 electoral votes. Let's see who's going to get him. And looks like Jimmy Carter, he has 5 in a row, 81 electoral votes, and so far Carter is perfect. And Trump is going to have to end that streak at some point. Maybe he can do it here on Nevada. And nope, Carter goes 6 in a row. Well, let's keep going up to Idaho, 4 electoral votes. And that goes to Carter as well. Wow. Monster blue map here for Jimmy Carter. And Utah's the next state. Let's see what happens. Carter again. Wow, this has never happened before. 8 straight states to start things off, and it's not over yet, but Trump is in the hole pretty bad. Let's go to Arizona. 11 electoral votes. Jimmy Carter again, 9 in a row. Wow, I want to keep it moving. Let's see if he can make it 10 with Montana. And there's one for Donald Trump. 108 to 4, and look at that West Coast. That is a lot of blue. But doesn't mean Carter's going to win it. If Carter can go 9 in a row, Trump can do the same. Here is Wyoming, 3 electoral votes. There's 2 in a row for Trump. And it was a nice ride for Carter while it lasted, but his immaculate electoral map had to end at some point. And why not end it on Montana? And Colorado, that's the next state. 3 in a row for Trump. Look at that. Trump got a streak of his own going here. New Mexico. That's the next state. Look at that. Trump has 4 in a row, and Trump has a vertical red wall here. It's a column blocking all that blue from Carter on the West Coast. And this is so far an unusual coin flip battle, and I like it. Let's keep it going. To the Dakotas next. North Dakota first. There's one for Carter. South Dakota, that's the next state. 3 electoral votes. Another one for Carter. Nebraska, that's the next state. At large first, and there's one for Carter. 3 in a row again for Carter. This is a streaky coin flip battle. Both sides here. And Nebraska's first. That's the next flip. And that's going to go to Donald Trump. Now we've got Nebraska's 2nd congressional district, and that's going to go to Carter. How about the 3rd congressional district? And that's going to Carter. Now we've got Kansas. That's going to be the next state. It's going to Donald Trump. How about Oklahoma? That's a pretty red state. It's going to go blue this time. And now we've got to go down to Texas. Here's a big state. And at this point, I'm going to say Donald Trump needs Texas, or else it's going to be tough for him to get back into it. Carter has some states to spare. Let's flip it. Let's see what happens. It's going to Jimmy Carter. And that's not a great sign for Donald Trump. But you never know. Let's go to Minnesota. There's one for Trump. Trump at 39, if you can believe it. Iowa, that's the next state. There's another one for Trump. How about Missouri? Let's flip for it. Trump again, 3 in a row. Now we've got to go to Arkansas. Another 6 electoral votes at stake. There's another one for Trump. And now we've got Louisiana. 8 electoral votes. And that's going to go to Carter. Now we can go across the Mississippi up to Wisconsin, 10 more electoral votes. And that is going to go to Donald Trump. Now we've got Illinois. A lot of votes here, 19 of them. Trump again. Trump trying to slowly claw his way back into this thing, but he needs a lot more than that. Michigan, that's the next state. And Trump again. Now Trump over 100. How about Indiana? That's going to be the next state. That's going to go to Trump again. Now all of a sudden we're seeing a lot of red here around the Midwest. And we're going to go south to Kentucky. 8 electoral votes. And looks like Trump again. All of a sudden Trump having a pretty big streak of his own here. He saw Carter do it. He figured he'd try it at some point. Let's see if he keeps it going into Tennessee. And that does go back to Jimmy Carter. Carter ends Trump's streak there. Let's see what happens here in Mississippi. Another one for Carter. Now we've got Alabama. And that is going to go to Carter again. And now we've got to go to Florida. 30 electoral votes. This is a key state. Trump is going to need this again. Carter, he's got some room to spare. Let's flip. Let's see what happens. Looks like Carter is going to take Florida. Not looking good here for Trump. But you never know. Let's go to Georgia. That's the next state. And look at that. That would be Jimmy Carter's home state. Let's see if he can win it. And he can. So that's 245 for Carter. 124 for Trump. South Carolina, that's the next state. And that's going to go to Carter. The next state is going to be North Carolina. And this is actually, that would have been for the win. Didn't even realize that, but that goes to Trump. So Trump at 140, Carter at 254. Ohio's the next state, and this would do it if Carter can pull it off. Here it is. And it goes to Donald Trump. Trump still clinging to life here. And we go to West Virginia next. 4 electoral votes. And Trump again. Trump not out of it yet. And the next state is going to be Maine at large. Only 2 electoral votes. Not a lot at stake. But they're going to go to Carter. And now we've got Maine's 1st congressional district. And that's going to go to Donald Trump. How about Maine's 2nd congressional district? And that's going to go to Carter. Now the next state is going to be New Hampshire. See who gets these electoral votes. It's going to be Carter. And now we've got Vermont. Who wants these 3 electoral votes? Carter wants them. And look at this. New York, 28 electoral votes. If Carter gets it, it's game over. Trump badly needs this state. Let's see what happens. Here it is. And it goes to Jimmy Carter. Look at that. Carter wins the election on New York. And I think that is Donald Trump's first loss in the coin flip battle. He had to lose sometime. Looks like it's against Jimmy Carter, a fellow one-term president. Unless, of course, Trump ends up winning again. Let's finish it up here. Let's see how close it is. Massachusetts, that's the next state. 11 electoral votes. Carter is now over 300 electoral votes. We've got Connecticut. That's the next state. And that's going to go to Trump. How about Rhode Island? That's going to be the next state. And that's going to go to Donald Trump. And the next state here is New Jersey. Good chunk of votes here, 14 of them. Carter, he wants to claim New Jersey. And now we've got Delaware, only 3 electoral votes. Somebody's going to win them. It's going to be a red Delaware. Trump has those. Maryland, that's the next state. Another 10 electoral votes. Carter has a blue Maryland. And now we go to Washington, D.C. And looks like it's going to be Jimmy Carter taking Washington, D.C. How about 2 more states, and that's going to be Pennsylvania first. 19 electoral votes. Looks like Trump is going to claim those. 1 more state, Virginia, 13 electoral votes. Is Trump going to get over 200? Or, yes, he is. And there it is, 13 for Trump. And there's your final map, 330 electoral votes. for Jimmy Carter. 208 for Donald Trump. Trump takes a loss here. That's an unusual map. Carter had a ton of states early on, 9 in a row. He took all the big states, California, Florida, Texas, and New York. Trump dominated the Midwest and around the Rust Belt. It just was not enough to overcome those big electoral states, and Carter, he claims the top prize here. So that wraps up yet another coin flip battle. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of that electoral map? Did you enjoy this coin flip battle? Let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.